So I've just arrived in the Toronto Pearson Airport on my way to Buenos Aires, Argentina. A lot's happened, so like let's just catch you up. Yesterday, I finally was able to finish packing my bags. I went to the airport, weighed them to make sure I wasn't over the amount, because if I am an ounce over the amount allowed on the charter flight to Ushuaia, I can't bring my bags. Followed by that, it started to snow. It's snowing. It was sunny this morning. It's only supposed to snow for a couple hours, and there's supposed to be no snow tomorrow, so fingers crossed my flights aren't canceled. This is madness. Here I am panicking, thinking that, oh my gosh, I'm probably not going to be able to make it onto this flight because of the snow and the weather. Anything could happen. Little did I realize that the snow was going to be the least of my worries. Ooh. So today's the day. I mean, yesterday I was worried about the snow and that it would affect my flight today, and now I'm realizing that is the least of my problems. I just got a message from the group chat for the tour that I'm going with. There's a group of us in a group chat, and I'm finding out that there's a strike at the Buenos Aires airport. The flight workers are going on strike tomorrow, and I'm supposed to be landing tomorrow. Now, I haven't heard anything from my airline, if anything is canceled or not, but that's, you know, a new element that's been added. A few other people in the group, their flights have been canceled because of this. We'll see, we'll play it by ear. But this is also why I gave myself some buffer days. We'll play it by ear. Again, nothing's canceled yet, but that is stuff that is happening.
Later.
Little update. As suspected, the flight was canceled to Buenos Aires. I'm at the first airport now in Victoria, so that happened really, really quickly. They're saying they're doing their best to find me a new flight, and they'll update when they can, but I'm still going to push ahead. I'm still going to go all the way to Toronto, and then if it means getting a hotel in Toronto or just staying in the airport, but yeah, I'm gonna push ahead and do my best. Oh boy. Let me tell you, that was a whirlwind trying to figure out what I'm going to do. Eventually, Air Canada reached out, said that we've rebooked the flights. I'll just be landing in Buenos Aires a day later. Which means, though, I'll be landing in Brazil. Now it's looking like I'm going to have 24 hours in Brazil. I literally just got off my flight from Vancouver to Toronto, and now we're waiting to board this flight from Toronto to Sao Paulo. So, wish me luck. I travel with way too much shit. We got a voucher for a hotel. Looks like I'm going to Brazil.
Hold up, now do what you do. Get loud, go ahead, get loose. Get down to business, tell everyone nothing's off limits. You can have anything you want.
So I'm in Brazil. It's noon, so I'm going to do my best not to fall asleep. I think I'm going to have a great time. I'm going to try to make the most of it. From what I've read, there's a lot to do in Sao Paulo, but it's sort of like LA. It's like all spread out. So, you know, it's like a lot of like little communities all over. Anyway, I'm just going to take a minute for myself, and then I think I'm going to go downstairs and get some lunch. And then I think I'll catch an Uber and we'll go out and explore for a little bit, I think.
A few moments later.
I learned something absolutely disheartening. This doesn't fit.
Anything you want. Tell everyone you can have anything you want.
Looks like the one that I have, so we'll see if it works or not, or if I just spent money for nothing. And all my electronics are just going to be out of juice. But we'll see. It was worth a shot. So I did want to go to Sao Paulo today. I should preface, we're not actually in Sao Paulo. We're just in a city like outside of Sao Paulo, and so it's about, it's about an hour drive from where we are to like the city center. Between like having to check in and find the adapter so I can like charge my phone so I can get myself back. It's put us at like 3:30, 4 o'clock, and the sun goes down around 6:30. And if it's an hour drive there, it's cutting it too close for me. And because I haven't really found my footing yet, I'm not going to risk it. But going out on that little excursion to be able to find the adapter was enough for me. It's still really cool to say that I got to come to Brazil and went outside. I went outside and I took a look around, and it was nice. Oh, howdy folks. It is 6:02. So far, so good. I haven't got a notification saying that, you know, it's canceled. I'm ready for today. I'm ready to go to Buenos Aires. Go time. I made it! So I'm just waiting for my bags. I don't have any way of getting from the airport to my hostel tonight, but from the research that I've done, there's apparently a kiosk here in the baggage claim area that gives you 2 tickets, one for a bus and a bus to the taxi station and a taxi to your hotel. However, you need actual cash, like you need Argentinian pesos in order to be able to like get this ticket. Now, this video came out like 4 years ago, so I'm hoping that's changed because no matter what I've done, I couldn't get my hands on some Argentinian pesos because it's such a volatile currency. So no one wants to, I guess, have Argentinian pesos because it's just so volatile. So I couldn't order it from my bank. I tried getting some in Brazil. I don't know if they've got a currency exchange on this side before we exit the airport. So it's gonna be an adventure, let's say. My anxiety is through the roof, but it's always just getting from the airport to my accommodation. It's like the one thing, if I can have sorted or have an idea of what I'm gonna do, I feel like everything else goes to plan. It's the one thing that causes me the most anxiety while traveling, hilariously enough. Should I just pay more for a shuttle? I mean, I could have, but it was like $70, and I was like, like US dollars. It's like, I don't know, I think I can find something just for a little bit cheaper and make my dollar go a little bit more far. So we'll see. Okay, so it was actually quite easy. Some guy, right as you exit, asked if you want a taxi. $40, but it's still less than the transfers I were looking at, and the transfers were anywhere from $70 to $80. Am I getting gypped? Could I do it for cheaper? Absolutely. I mean, you can take the bus, the public transit for 50 cents, but I just want to get to my hotel. I want to feel safe doing it, and that's the price I'm going to pay. So I'd also like to add, I feel a lot more better here because I understand a good portion of Spanish, whereas in Brazil, like Portuguese is close to Spanish, but it's still a whole different language. So I felt completely lost there. I'm going to put the camera away soon because we're at the airport and it's safe here, but the moment we get into the city, shouldn't have us out. All right, my dudes, I finally made it to the hostel here in Argentina. My adventure can finally begin. Now, I'd like to address something. I know that I overpaid for that taxi, but again, to feel the comfort of knowing that I'm gonna get to my destination makes me feel better, and it's better than paying $70 US dollars. I only paid around 40, but still, I know it's quite expensive. Probably wondering why I didn't Uber. Well, from my research, what I found was that the taxis at the airport don't like Uber because they take their business, right? And the taxi drivers give Uber drivers a hard time, so it can be a little bit difficult getting an Uber at the airport because they'll call you up and they'll try to like set a place to meet and make it look inconspicuous, but if you don't speak Spanish, then it can be a little bit difficult. I have no more anxiety. I'm here now, and I'm gonna shower because I stink, so I'll see you there. I aren't trying to hustle you too much, but I'm also not making eye contact with anybody. We're gonna do some salsa instead. I mean, I'm gonna trust the process. I'm gonna laugh so hard if a sketchy ass van just rocks up.